So high functioning depression, guys, doesn't mean you're weak. It means you've been strong for so long that you forgot it's okay to need support. So here's the toolkit, guys. I gave you DBT. They gave me practical skills to manage this acute symptom. Jesus Christ consciousness reminding me that the kingdom, the peace, the wholeness, it is already within me. Esther Hicks, Abraham, they taught me I am a powerful creator. You're not broken. You're not behind. You are exactly where you need to be for your next level of evolution. And you're not alone in this. You are already whole. Wild. I used to wake up every morning and crush my to-do list. Show up for everyone that was around me. And I had to maintain this image of having it all together, while simultaneously feeling like I was drowning. I was hurting inside, and I felt like it was just over and over, day after day, month after month, year after year, and it was in slow motion. And I began to understand what high functioning depression is. It's like being a duck on a pond. Above the surface, everything's smooth, calm, and productive, but below, I'm paddling like hell to just stay afloat, right? It's like a struggling duck. And if you're watching this, and if you've ever felt successful on paper, but empty in your soul, then I'm here for you. If you've been the strong friend, the reliable one, the one that always shows up, but quietly, it feels heavy inside. But quietly, you get these yucky emotions, then this episode is for you. And I'm going to share the exact toolkit that brought me back to life. And it's not what my therapist expected. I'm talking DBT therapy. That's not a drug. We'll get into that. Then Christ consciousness, Jesus as a conscious teacher, Abraham Hicks, and Matt Kahn's revolutionary approach to self-love. And we know this is HDL Podcast. The host, me, Jason Rigby. I'm going to be super honest with you about my high functioning depression today. But this is your discerning guide to modern spirituality. So let's go. Let's get right into this. High functioning depression. It doesn't look like what we think depression looks like. There's no staying in bed for days. There's no obvious falling apart. Instead, it's going to work, performing well, but feeling absolutely nothing about your achievements. It's maintaining relationships while feeling completely disconnected from them, from everyone, from your family, even disconnected from yourself. And it's smiling and doing the duty, going to the social events, the family events, the barbecues, all while experiencing this profound, inexplicable emptiness. And I would go on vacations around the world, do beautiful and amazing things, and have a great bank account. And guess what? I still felt empty. There was nothing there. And achieving goals didn't excite me anymore. I felt nothing when I would reach them. In fact, I was like, well, let me just go to the next. I just need to grind it out. Let me go to the next episode. Let me go to the next thing in my life. And for me, it showed up as this chronic exhaustion. Sleep wouldn't fix it. And I would kind of get irritable, but I would do it in like a quiet way. And this voice, this quiet voice would be like, something great would happen. And I'd be like, what's the point? Everything looked great, but really, what's the point? And the tricky part is I was still functioning. This is high functioning depression, guys. I convinced myself I didn't need any help. I was just tired. I was just stressed. The worst one was I wasn't trying hard enough. But here's what I learned. You can be both competent and suffering. Success doesn't cancel out pain, guys. So how did I climb out? Not through one approach, but through weaving together for myself. I'm just sharing you my journey through multiple threads of wisdom. Some clinical, some ancient, some channeled from non-physical consciousness. So this isn't conventional, guys. So let's get into the conventional, the DBT foundation. First, I need to give credit to dialectical behavior therapy. It's called DBT. It was created by Marcia Linehan. There's a great book. For me, I had to do DBT therapy for dummies. It's a great book and it'll help you. And there's a ton of books out there. I've read a lot of them. And she, Marsha Linehan, struggled with intense emotional pain. And while it often is used for borderline personality disorders, that's where DBT therapy is used for. For me, the skills were life-changing for depression. So I'm going to give you 3 DBT practices that saved me. Number 1, opposite action. When depression tells you to isolate, you have to do the opposite right away. You reach out. If it wants you to isolate, reach out. If it tells you to stay in bed, you move your body as quick as possible. Not because you feel like it. You're not going to feel like it, but you have to act first and then realize that the feelings follow later. The action has to be first, then the feelings will catch up to you. Once I learned that with my high functioning depression, then I knew it's like, well, I don't care how I feel. And it's not like, fuck your feelings. We don't need to go that extreme, but it's just kind of like, I don't care about my feelings right now. I'm going to move. And then when I moved, things began to happen. And I started small, little walks, going on the treadmill, just walking, going out, getting into the sun, letting my eyes look at the sun in the morning, texting a friend, reaching out. Because, and I want to give you something powerful here, guys. I hope you're listening. Depression wanted me smaller. It wanted to keep me smaller. And I had to practice expansion because I'm a creator, right? And I can create worlds. Jesus said we can move a mountain if we just believe that we can move it, right? That's how much of the kingdom of God we have in us. And I'll get into that here in a second. But number 2 was, 1 was doing the opposite action. Who cares about my feelings? Let's move. Let's go. Number 2 was radical acceptance. This was huge. Instead of fighting the depression or judging myself for having it like I'm weird, I have this thing, I practice accepting reality as it is right now. And I'd be like, I'm experiencing depression. This is what's true. But I can still take the next right action, right? No more like I shouldn't feel this way or this is what it is. Like I'm just this way. I had PTSD from the Marine Corps and none of those things. And then number 3 was distress tolerance through TIPP. And let me explain this. When the emotional overwhelm hit, I used TIPP, and that was temperature. Dude, I'm telling you, guys, this is so important. Cold water on your face. What does it do? It resets your nervous system. I used to take cold showers. And then you have to do it for a couple seconds. Just go hot to cold, to hot to cold. You will be amazed how that'll help your depression. Plus, you're clean all the time. It's great. Sometimes I would take 3 showers in a day just to reset my nervous system. Number 2 was intense exercise. 30 jumping jacks. Do some planks, whatever it is. Couple yoga poses. You got to get the heart rate moving. Cardio helps depression for me. So every day I run at least 2 miles or I go on long hikes. I'm in Santa Fe, New Mexico, so it's absolutely perfect. And then pace breathing, box breathing. And you look this up on YouTube. You can watch tons of videos on how to do this, the 4-4-4-4. Box breathing, it resets everything too. And then this was a big one for me too, is paired muscle relaxation. I can feel this right now. This relaxation to my muscles, kind of finding where I'm tense and then relax that part. I can feel it right now. I'm tense here. I'm tense in my jawline here and the back here. I have a small little headache in the back there. And I can feel all that. So I practice releasing those things. Paired muscle relaxation. It's really cool. You guys should look it up. Now, these aren't cures. To me, they're bridges. They get you through the acute moments so that you can do the deeper work. And the deeper work, this is a spiritual podcast. So I want us to get into Jesus as a conscious teacher. Help me with high functioning depression. Now, here's where it gets interesting. A lot of you know, if you follow my channel for a while, I grew up in a Christian tradition home. And I shed the dogma part of it to find the truth underneath it. And when you read Jesus' words, not as religious doctrine, but as conscious teachings, everything changes. Luke 17:21, Jesus said, the kingdom of heaven is within you. What was he talking about? This isn't talking about some afterlife reward where you're going to go to heaven. He was saying your liberation, your wholeness, your connection to source, it's already inside you. High functioning depression made me search everywhere outside myself. And I looked for validation, for purpose, for meaning. And Jesus was like, no. It's inward. Matthew 11:28, Jesus said, come to me, all who are wearied and burdened, and I will give you rest. Jesus represents the Christ consciousness, the awakened state that's available. He said greater works we can do than he even did. It's this awakened state available to all of us. He wasn't saying, I'm special and you're broken. He was saying, I've remembered who I am and you can do the same. So when I was drowning in depression, I stopped begging an external God to fix me. Instead, I started connecting to the divine presence that was already within me. The part that was, this is my higher self. It's never depressed. It's never broken. My higher self is always whole. And I'd sit in meditation or just calm and try to relax my face and my neck. Those are the areas that get tense, my shoulder blades and in between my shoulder blades. And I'd just sit there and I'd imagine Jesus, not as a religious figure, but as just pure, unconditional love. And he would sit with me, not fixing me. He wouldn't do that, would he? He was just witnessing me with complete love, complete acceptance. And that consciousness of radical love, it would bring tears to my eyes. Sometimes I'd just be sitting there just crying. And it's just such bliss, such heaven. Just imagine that. If you love Jesus like I do, just imagine him just loving on you and sitting next to you and letting you know what an amazing person you are. Because that's what he would do, wouldn't it? And that's accessible to you right now. You can do that. And then, I don't know if some of you've heard of Esther Hicks or Abraham Hicks. She talks about becoming a powerful creator. And this helped me a lot. Whether you like collective consciousness, channeled works or what, she has amazing teachings. So you can say it's just her and her teachings, or you can, as she claims, it's this collective conscious channel. It doesn't matter. It helped pull me out of victimhood. Her teachings did. And on YouTube, there's a ton of cute little cartoons. If you just type in Abraham Hicks, you'll see a ton of them on there that are these little rampages, she calls them, that just get you into that right vibrational state. And she teaches that we are vibrational beings, or the collective conscious, they, in this vibrational universe. Because what did depression have you do? Small, right? It had me focus on what was wrong and what was wrong with me. What was wrong with the life, this external life that I lived, and what was wrong with the world. But Abraham teaches that we get more of whatever we give our attention to. Not because we're being punished, but because that's how the universe works. We're just a magnet, right? The universe is not narcissistic in the sense that say, Jason, here's for you and only for you. No, it just is, right? And there's universal laws. And do you attract vibration to them or not? And she talked about the emotional guidance scale. And she talks about emotional, on this emotional scale, powerlessness being the lowest, to joy and love being the highest. And the key insight is you don't have to, we would try to jump from like depression all the way to joy. You don't have to do that. You just need to reach for the next best feeling thought. And she talked about this next best feeling thought is really cool. Hopelessness to anger. You know what? Anger is higher vibrationally. Why? Hopelessness has no energy. Anger has some energy. It has energy around it. And then from anger, what do we go to? To frustration. And then from frustration, we go to contentment. And then we just keep moving up, and from contentment to optimism. The next best feeling thought is so great. Because she says you didn't come here to fix yourself. You came here to know yourself as a creator. And this reframes everything. I wasn't broken. I didn't need repair. I was a powerful being who had temporarily forgotten through my high functioning depression how to align with source energy. And she talks about the rampage of appreciation. And this is something you can do every morning. Just start listing things that you're appreciative. Tiny things. Like I talked about this in my gratitude episode, the last episode. Appreciate the mug of hot coffee that you're holding. Appreciate the taste of it. Smell it. Take time to smell. What are the flavors? How does it taste? How does it smell? Love your dog. Give your dog a big hug. And cat, whatever you are, dog person, cat person, and tell it. Look at it in its eyes and say, thank you. Thank you for unconditionally loving me, because that's what pets do. I would argue with cats in that way, but I appreciate that I woke up today and that I have opportunities. This practice gently shifts your vibration, not by forcing positivity, but by redirecting my attention. And I want to close with one of the most powerful teachings I believe here. I mean, they're all amazing, but Matt Kahn, and I encourage you guys to look him up. Mattkahn. And he talks about the love revolution. And Abraham Hicks taught me about Esther Hicks. She taught me about creation. Matt Kahn taught me about love. And Matt's core teaching is whatever arises, love that. Oh, that's so good. Whatever arises, love that. Depression would arise. Don't reject it. Don't ignore it. Don't judge it. Don't spiritually try to bypass it with bullshit. Just turn toward it. Turn toward it with love. I love you, depression. I see you here. You're not bad. You're not wrong. You're just trying to protect me from something. And I love you. Sounds insane, right? But here's what happened. When I stopped fighting the depression, when I stopped making it my enemy, its power began to dissolve. And Matt says the fastest way to heal is to love what hurts. He also teaches that the universe is always loving us. It's always supporting us. Even when we don't feel that way, every painful experience is life loving you, and it's loving you into greater expansion. So let me give you a practice. We're almost done, though. I love you practice multiple times a day. I want you to place your hand on your heart and say, I love you. I'm here for you. You're safe and you're enough. Not to my ego, to my soul. And I've done this enough where I can really, really feel it. It's very powerful. When you begin to speak to your higher self, your soul, I speak to the part of me that depression has convinced I was unlovable. I am enough. I am safe. And I know that the best version of me is here for myself. And I love you. And you know what happened over time? I began to start to believe those words. I love you. I'm here for you. Jason, you're totally safe right now. And you know what? You're enough. You're enough for this person. You're enough for your kids. You're enough for your friends, your spouse, your partner, whatever it is. You're enough. So here's the toolkit, guys. I gave you DBT. They gave me practical skills to manage this acute symptom. Jesus Christ consciousness reminding me that the kingdom, the peace, the wholeness, it is already within me. Esther Hicks, Abraham, they taught me I am a powerful creator who can shift my vibration, and I can do it through focus and appreciation. And then Matt Kahn showed me that love is the ultimate healing force, and it starts with loving myself. So high functioning depression, guys, doesn't mean you're weak. It means you've been strong for so long that you forgot it's okay to need support. If you're in it right now, please hear this. You're not broken. You're not behind. You are exactly where you need to be for your next level of evolution. Leveling up, guys, that's what it's about. That's what we're learning. That's what we're on this third density earth here for, right? So trust one practice from what I told you today. Opposite action, when you want to isolate, a rampage of appreciation, tell yourself I love you. Pick one, guys, and start there. And hey, if this resonated with you, I'd be so grateful if you'd just leave a comment below sharing which practice you've been doing, which you're going to try first. Share with our community. Because it's everything, isn't it? And you're not alone in this. And guys, please subscribe if you want more grounded spirituality that actually works. No guru required. I'll see you in the next one. Until then, remember, you are already whole. So high functioning depression, guys, doesn't mean you're weak. It means you've been strong for so long that you forgot it's okay to need support. So here's the toolkit, guys. I gave you DBT. They gave me practical skills to manage this acute symptom. Jesus Christ consciousness reminding me that the kingdom, the peace, the wholeness, it is already within me. Esther Hicks, Abraham, they taught me I am a powerful creator. You're not broken. You're not behind. You are exactly where you need to be for your next level of evolution. And you're not alone in this. You are already whole.